Hello everyone, Dan here, bringing you another video featuring Resident Evil HD Remaster. This time we will be taking a look at the Jill Best Ending Run on Real Survival difficulty. So let's get right to it. A little bit about this run is I am running it on PC, as you can see with traditional Chinese text. This is simply for speed. It is the fastest way to go about doing this, and I will be using the door skip mod. I should also make mention that a no commentary version of this run, if you're interested, is available in the description below. So let's get right into it here. What is Real Survival? Let me turn it up a little bit. Real Survival is, the game is set to hard mode by default, and on top of that, the game will remove the benefit of those wonderful magic boxes. So you can still use item boxes, it's a huge part of the run. However, they do not connect anymore. So you use item box A, and you can put anything you want in there. That stuff will not be in item box B. So yeah, it's going to be quite the interesting take on, and I will fully admit I'm not overly familiar with the layout of this, the route of this. So I'm going to take stuff that I've done in my other tutorials, other speedrun routes, and kind of use them in combination with a few new strats to help ensure we get through the playthrough. I grabbed the safety heal here. I will be grabbing a lot of supplies, far more than you'll see in other runs, but, you know, kind of the hopes of this is, like a lot of the videos I make here, I mainly am aiming to showcase the run being completed, saying, hey, you know, you can do this too, type of thing. You know, you can definitely get bit by a zombie, unfortunately, as well. But another key aspect of this difficulty is the fact, you'll notice there is no dagger there, is the fact that there, again, it is hard, so there's less supplies, but you do not have the benefit of auto-aim either. And that can become a little problematic. It is a feature I never realized how much I appreciated until it was gone. Especially when we get to some of the bosses, namely Elder Crimson. He's in particularly interesting to deal with in that regard. But yeah, so we're gonna stockpile supplies to make getting through the mansion as a whole just as easy as possible. So obviously I'm going to grab the blue gem to get some shotgun shells here a little bit later on, and so you might be wondering, hey, why are you using Jill? Well, for one, we're going to do a video of Chris as well. Jill also has more inventory space, which is a great benefit for her run versus Chris, because, well, 2 extra slots means you can transport your items between areas much easier. I think this was like my second run of the night or something. I was trying one of these and I died somewhere, and it's like, I think I lost track of the routing. That's why I'm making all these random little mistakes here early on. That's okay. Yeah, so, you know, we're going down here and we're going to grab the shield key. Most of this is going to be pretty standard stuff early on until we start to get to, you know, item management and everything like that. You'll see me obtain weapons that I normally may not, and do a few other things along the way here. It's a nice way to change it up. The game certainly is more difficult here, especially, like I said, the aiming factor. As far as hard mode itself, I guess the lesser items definitely makes a mark. Here's a dagger, by the way. But it's not as dramatic as it would seem. You know, typically you'll get 2 hits instead of 3 with Jill, and 3 hits, maybe 2 with Chris. A lot of it in the way the enemies react is pretty similar. You know, there's a few differences in enemy placement, but as a whole, it's all pretty minimal. You'll notice I'm stopping in all these rooms. We're going to grab as many daggers and defense items as possible, because I will be grabbed a lot. We're going to make a lot of detours. Namely here, you notice we're going and getting yet another dagger, but we're going to grab the shotgun as well, which, if you watched any speedruns, normally wouldn't do, but when you're playing as Jill especially, grabbing this shotgun on this difficulty seems like, well, you know, pretty straightforward common sense, because, you know, Barry saves you. You don't have to come back with a broken one in this going the way I am now, doing it when I did. So it's like, why not? So after Barry saves us, we're gonna go and can't remember if I killed this guy or not. I think I do. Yeah. Yeah, you can see me readjusting my aim. Yeah, and now the key thing is with killing zombies is remember that you do need to burn them or they will turn to Crimson Head, which I'm grabbing the canteen right away. But your window of time for them to make the shift over is very limited on this difficulty. So let's see. I wonder when I'm going to go and... I'm imagining I'm going to go and do that now. I'm probably thinking about it. Now, right here, but I guess I should touch on this. You know, if you've watched the other videos, you've seen it, but heard the explanation. But what I'm doing when I kind of make that weird stuttering motion up the steps, that's called stair skating. It's a technique where you mash the run button while using D-pad movement to kind of glide up the steps. It's much quicker than the standard animation. Okay, so I went and grabbed the dog whistle and the lighter, which is what you normally would do. But instead of going forward down the hill, we're going to go get the canteen, and we're going to get some gasoline, and we're going to burn that zombie. Also, if you're concerned, saying, well, it's a shame this is in Chinese, because I'd love to see this and understand what you're doing a little easier with the menu. I will be uploading a Chris version of this run, and I made sure to switch it over to English for that. This was just a force of habit. I've had it set to this for so long now. I kind of, you know, I just got into the habit of, that was me contemplating items. I just got into the habit of having it set that way, so it's a little bit of a misstep there, but like I said, the Chris run will have it, so, you know, be sure to check that out if you want a little further things. The Chris run's pretty crazy because, boy, those extra 2 inventory slots do make a difference. A nice thing with doing the route, though, to get the shotgun is you will meet Barry here, and he will give you the acid rounds, which, you know, that's 6 extra acid rounds, which will come in great use, whether you decide to use them on Yawn early, or Hunters later, or whatever. And the trade-off is that he won't be there when we go and get our grenade launcher from Forest, and that's, well, I don't know what I was doing here. I don't know. I think for some reason I thought that zombie was going to be on the right side. So go just down the right side. Don't do what I just did. Alright. Get your handgun out, because we've got... Wait, I'm not ready to do this. I don't have the dog collar. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to end up using the whistle, and then we'll leave to discard it, and then we'll go back and grab the collar. So yeah, the dogs here, yeah, they're a little bit of a pain here. I would recommend using the shotgun, personally. I wish I did. Because without the auto-aim, Now you'll see what happened here though is I shot him and then had him jump on me to use the dagger, and that killed it quickly. But it killed it right in front of the door, and I'm trying to leave, and I had to waste another dagger. So now I want to kill the other dog. Yeah, it became a mess. So I did kill it pretty easily, but I lost the dagger. But I cannot leave. The hitbox for the collar is blocking me, so I had to get this weird angle to get out. There we go, we'll go back in. Dogs are gone, and we discard the whistle. For some reason, most of the like keys, armor key, sword key, whatever, those items discard right away when you are set to use them, but the collar, you can't get rid of it, or even get the option to get rid of it until you leave the area. I have no idea why they did that with this in particular item. But yeah, those potted green herbs are still there on this difficulty, so be sure to grab them, utilize them. Ooh, yeah, and this guy's further up here instead of, he's much further back over by the door we're about to go through that I was just looking at. But beforehand, we're going to go and grab some usage of the box. But yeah, you'll see right here, they put the boutique key and the aid sprayer in here, but there's that knife I discarded earlier and the handgun ammo, those are gone. Or, you know, they are not here. You have to go to the other one to use them. I'm curious how I'm going to go about handling this. Yeah, I actually recorded this run 2 weeks ago now. It was the same night I did the knife-only run, which we uploaded last week. And then just this past week, I completed the Chris side, so it's been a little bit since we've done this one, so... And grab that herb. Don't walk too far forward or that crimson head will get up. So make sure you grab that behind, like, kind of towards the screen side. But yeah, so I kind of have forgotten a few of the steps here or there of how this one went, but yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, take the armor key. I either go ahead and heal up and replace it with the dog collar key. Alright. And we got our armor key. We're ready to go and get the grenade launcher and various other things. So this is me. I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, do I contemplate killing these zombies here or just running it like I normally do? And I ran it normally and it went very well, thankfully. The room there is called the murder hall. Just given the, you know, the tight dodges you need to make and the fact that there's a crimson head in there and two other zombies, it's just a lot of a mess and it can wreck a lot of runs. Or kill them, I suppose, unless the murder hall name is born, but, yeah. So since we got the shotgun early and triggered the acid round cutscene, Barry will not be here with Forrest. But we do still get the grenade launcher, so that's what counts. So by grabbing the shotgun, you get extra acid rounds, and all you miss is a different scene with Barry. You still see Barry the same amount. So, it is really hard to deny grabbing that shotgun on the first pass through here. With Jill. Now, a note, though, is if you trigger the scene with Barry at the grenade launcher there, he will not be there when you go to get the shotgun. Like, let's say you went to the grenade launcher first, and then tried to go get the shotgun. Eventually, you will get into a loop where Barry may not be where you need him to be. And you can die there. It's not foolproof. This is the case in both this version and the PlayStation 1 game. Yeah, that same zombie's giving me trouble here. I'm just not used to him being there. Playing off expectations. Ooh, that was a nasty bit of movement. Yeesh. Oh, yeah, I think I forget to grab the serum here. I remember this because I may have said an unfortunate word or two once I realized this. I'm so worried about managing the item box and how I'm going to approach every situation that I completely made the blunder here. I think I'm going to be getting these acid rounds out to fight Jan. Come on, we're on a timer. Richard's going to die. I don't remember what the time is exactly. I've heard 7 minutes, but I could be mistaken on that. Somebody could correct me, I think it's 7 minutes, though, that Richard has to, before he'll die from Jan's poison, for you to get the serum back. But I don't know if that counts when you're in the menu like this, or like the item box menu, if that counts when you're paused or what. I don't think it, I'm sure it doesn't count when you're paused, but this time, the item box, I don't know. No, Dan, don't forget the serum. I'm looking at my inventory. Oh, I do grab it. Okay, I must have had it mixed up with another run. Oh, thank goodness. That would have been disappointing. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that zombie, just go to the end of the hallway to shift the camera, and he'll be on either the left or the right. Well, he should. Let me emphasize that. Now, sometimes he can be in the middle and you're gonna get grabbed most of the time, but those are rare occasions. So I make the detour there to get a battery pack, which is a nice spot. Since again we don't get all of them we normally would. Those defense items are indispensable unless you're, you know, very seasoned at the game and going for no damage stuff, or even if you are going for no damage, but like a no grab run or something like that, which I'm sure exists. Having those defense items can bail you out. But yeah, the standard stuff here, we're using the chemical, and then we're going to grab the mask. I think I grabbed some herbs on my way out. I tried to just maximize the herbs in my... No, I only take one right now. So an interesting note, this will come up later in the Chris run, is if you do not take the mask right there, you can actually... The longer... Those zombies do not spawn in until you pick up the mask. So you can go in there, use the chemical, grab all the herbs you want, and leave, and then come back when you're ready to grab the mask. You know, depending on what item routing you're doing, consider doing that, so that way you don't have to worry about dodging those zombies. Here we go, we're heading back to Richard now, give him the serum. There you go, he's fine. That little shot, you know... The poison from Jan is one thing, but, you know, those giant teeth gashes, you'd still think would be plenty enough for poor old Richard. Oh, I know what. I didn't forget the serum. I forgot the lighter. That's what it is. Yes, okay. Okay, I'm with it now. I remembered something. Oh, what a shame. Okay, so yeah, we gotta go back and get the lighter now. I think I might make some detours on the way, though. That's the kind of the nice thing of doing something like this, where, you know, as opposed to a speed run where it's very strict, you make a mistake, you're going to end up just resetting. A run like this, you can make mistakes, and it could get you, you know, create more problems for you, obviously, but it does give, you know, there is other stuff you can do kind of in the process. So we're going to go ahead and grab the shotgun shells here and head back to the item box. Oh, yes, okay. I wanted to come in here and grab the... There's a battery pack for the taser under here. So, oh, I missed the dodge. That was a really sloppy attempt. I was just spinning. I wasn't. There's usually a bit of a rhythmic timing I like to use. By the way, that zombie will always be on the bed, so you can run to the back. There we go. Okay, so we got the stuff out of there. Oh, this is sloppy. So many bites. So again, though, you know, I don't want to try and make it sound like I'm making an excuse for my bad play, because I'm not, because this is pretty bad. But if you're somebody watching this saying, man, I just want to unlock my damn trophy, you're seeing it's possible. You don't have to be playing perfectly to do it. It's very possible. Yeah, because this game on your first playthrough is probably pretty tough. You know, depending on how much you've seen of it and everything, obviously. But odds are your first blind run of this game are going to be rough. And I've always been under the mindset, and I've said this in every video, so I apologize, but I've always been under the mindset that seeing somebody do something helps a lot in terms of giving confidence that I too can do it. Saying, hey, he did this, and, you know, he didn't have to, you know, play out of his mind. You know, some stuff like that. That's where the YouTube and Twitches of the world and all that stuff has a real value. Okay, so we heal. We have the item slot. I left the mask in there. Again, I would not copy necessarily my item routing move for move. You can. I mean, spoilers, I do get through this run. We also get through it without saving and everything like that, and we do obtain the best ending. So, again, this is where saving that mask, by the way, would have been nice, because I wouldn't have had to go past that zombie. But, and we're coming in for the heals anyway. But my point is that I get through it. You know, so, you know, you can do it too. Just give it a try. I should also make mention, I don't say this enough, but, you know, anybody that's looking to either speedrun this game or just get through this game, if you ever have any questions, or, well, regarding things with it, feel free to message me. You know, again, this isn't the prettiest showing I've done, but I certainly know the game pretty well, whether my everything else kind of goes with that or not. You know, sometimes, you know, we don't play all that great, but as a whole, you know, I know the game well, though. I've been a speedrunner of it for over 4 years at this time. It's, what, December 15th that I'm filming this, or recording this. But anyway, enough of that. Basically, if you ever need any help, feel free to ask. I'm more than willing to help however I can. Alright, so we're going to go get the music, and I already see a mistake I made. I'm not going to have the emblem, I'm guessing. I don't have the shield key. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's like, man, I don't know. It's like I said, maybe my entire mentality went towards worrying about the inventory, that it made me just forget the rest of the game. Alrighty, so we're going to... We'll use the herb just so we can get the inventory slot. And now we're going to make this... Hopefully make this dodge here. Yeah, there you go. You just hold to the back there. And that zombie should lunge for you, the bald zombie in there. And then you can kind of skate around him right there. That's a pretty consistent dodge. Obviously, nothing is foolproof in this game. Zombie lunges are random in a sense. And, so you can't totally count on that, but... What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to get rid of the armor key, I think. We're heading to the save room. Okay. But yeah, zombie dodges aren't foolproof, but a lot of them are consistent. Oh, I wanted that armor key gone. And the last one is the stained glass room. Alrighty, so what are we doing next? We're gonna dump the grenade rounds, probably the lighter. We need the armor key. Don't put that away, Dan. Oh, no. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, yeah, we can leave now. Definitely grab the first aid. Equip is whatever. Alrighty. So what am I doing here? Oh, we're going to go to the stained glass room. Okay. Ooh, that wasn't the last armor key door either. I miscounted. I'm forgetting one. But alright, yeah, this is a simple puzzle. Do the first mirror. Then we're going to run around and do the first two on the other side. That's that green, purple, and orange colors. Pretty straightforward stuff. And we're going to grab the mask here. I think we may go and put them on Elder Crimson already. Or on the things that free Elder Crimson. Or not? Okay, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Oh man, now I almost want to go and re-record this run just because I'm confusing myself watching it. The hell was I thinking? Alright, well anyway, we're going back, I guess. I figured I didn't want to go down there and try and deal with dodging those zombies on the way out again. Which is probably what it is. It's just, I don't know, odd the way I waited until the last possible moment to decide that. But alright, let's head up. We're gonna go and get the Wind Crest, it looks like. There's also some other healing items around here. But Wind Crest is primary goal number 1. And another scene with Barry is in here. Barry just somehow manages to get behind all these armor key doors, by the way.
Got excited.
Right. What do you make of it?
But yeah, there we go. This is a very simple puzzle. But what all you need to do is just grab you need to grab the lure and the hook, which is the fake bee, basically. Then you make the bee lure. And then we go over and grab the real bee model. Alright, and you put the lure where the real bee was, and the real bee where the lure was. Yeah, it sounds bad when I say it that way, but it's very straightforward, as you can tell. And that'll grab you the Wind Crest. And the Wind Crest is nice because it gets you the Magnum. You know, and whether you truly need the Magnum or not, with Jill especially, is probably up for debate, but I grab it anyway because I wanted to finish this run. You know, and you out there, if you're looking to say, hey, I want to get this done too, then do it. You know, why not? As long as you plan for it, you can easily maintain having it. And it is a very powerful weapon to have. So I say go for it. You know, and you can go in here and you also get a nice red herb right there. So you have a full heal. Thanks to the green herb that's hidden behind the bed there. That's a nice little detour. Yeah, we put the Wind Crest away. So I still need to go and do the music puzzle, and I need to... which will lead to us taking on... Yawn. But yeah, let's see how this plays out. There you go. I can tell he didn't lunge at me on the corner, and he was facing away from me, so I went for the dodge. Why am I going this way? Yeah, this is like, yeah, I don't have the other half of the sheet music. So that's what we're gonna go get. Okay. And we just went in there to check on Richard. That's what it really was. Just kind of go in there, yell real quick. We just didn't hear the yell, but it happened, trust me. Alright, let's try and get past this dude. There we go, very nice. Oh, and that's the other armor key door. Oh, that hurts. Okay, yeah, so definitely do not do what I did and put the armor key away. It's like that bite is my penalty. Oh, that's so sad. And now I'm trying to remember which item box it was, probably. I'm probably swearing a few times here, like... Oh, man, that's brutal. That is a shame. Yeah, I knew there was I mentioned there were a few goofs in this one. That's definitely one of them. Like, yeah, what is the last armor key door? Alright, so... Let's see, we're going this way for reasons I don't fully understand. Oh, we're probably going this way because I can see if we get back into the door without the knob breaking. Yeah, this door that I'm about, that door right there, if you go through it from the side that we're in now, too many times the knob can break off until after the guardhouse. Barry will repair it for you after the guardhouse, but until then, yeah, you're screwed if you do so. Alrighty, we're good. We should be good here. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Or overthinking about. That can definitely happen. Alright, nice dodge. Alright, I just showed some patience. Move edge into the camera change. Make sure we're not in the line of that guy. And now we're finally, and I mean finally, going to go do the piano puzzle, get the shield key, and take care of Yawn. Oh man. This was not a pretty start to this. But that's okay. No, we're going to the piano. There's no debate here. Hey, there we go. Oh, and I don't think I discarded the key there. That's what I opened the thing. This is what I'm... Oh, geez, yeah, this is, like, I just can't believe what I'm doing mode now. I was just so ready to be done with this part that I... I just rush hit and I didn't even discard the key. Oh, oof. It's a good spot because the item boxes aren't far, but boy, do not do that. Learn from my mistakes, viewer. Learn from my mistakes. But alright, so we do replace the emblems there as per usual. We're gonna head back to the dining hall. Or, well, that's a funny looking dining hall, I guess. Or perhaps we're gonna start making some item transport plans. Which sounds weird to say, but, I think we're gonna start kind of, moving items from this item box to the one by the stairwell. Yeah, so we're gonna grab probably the shotgun shells, we're gonna grab the handgun. I'm just doing a quick check if there's anything else I'd want to keep. If I put this armor key away. Nah, we're gonna keep it. It has sentimental value at this point. Yeah, okay, so that actually does make some sense, and we're gonna go and grab the last herb in here. Alright, so I'll give, I mean, the armor key thing, that's pretty bad, but I'll give Pastan some credit. This isn't such a bad routing plan. Because we're managing to get everything from this side of the house over to the other side pretty well with this setup. So if I don't get bit again. Yeah, he's not giving me much to work with, so I think I'm going to get bit. Let's see. So I'm going to try and lure him into grabbing at the corner. No luck. And oh, he lunged around. Wow. So, well, I guess I won the, I won that round. Yeah, that zombie there, you can just go to the, like, Jill's left of, and you should get past him every time. That one should not be a problem. Alright, so now we're not going to use the gold emblem because... no way. Reasons? Again, I'm just in... on mode here, I guess, but, yep, there we go. That's realizing we did it wrong. I promise you not, the whole run is not like this. It gets cleaned up a bit. I was just a little frazzled, I think, here at the beginning. There's a lot of stuff to worry about, and, you know, this is my first time trying to complete this mode in a long time. There you go. Obviously, we use the large handle, or the one on the right, 2 times to make it 6 o'clock. And that will complete the puzzle. So it's like right button, left button. There you go. And then 6 o'clock. And you finally have the shield key. I can't believe it. Gosh, it was getting to a point I didn't think we'd ever get it. But alright. So now for Jan, I do believe we are going to engage Jan, which again is not common, but the advantage of attacking Jan now is we'll have Richard's help. And Richard does do some major work on Jan. He will pump good damage in with the assault shotgun. And that's a great support tool to help you get through it pretty easily. And on top of that, with those acid rounds Barry gave us, you know, we're pretty well lined up to knock Jan out pretty quick here, although I think I do get bit still. Let's see how it goes. And again, there is no auto-aim here, so make sure to adjust accordingly. Again, very easy to kind of fall into the traps. The game here. Nice. Okay, so 2 shots there did it. I think 2 from Richard, if I heard right.
Thanks.
This is a non-skippable cutscene, oddly enough. Very cool one, though. Poor Richard. We go through all that effort of getting the serum just for him to get chowed down on anyway.
Richard!
But if you were wondering, this is how you do get the assault shotgun with Jill. Run. Oh, that was a bad shot. Good shot. So once you hear the that second like cry out, that means Jan is done and will leave. You cannot truly kill Jan here. Yeah, you cannot kill Jan until it's time in the library, but you can. This will make Jan weaker for when the time comes later. When that time comes. There you go. You can grab that ever-powerful assault shotgun. And I think we're ready to go fight Elder Crimson. Okay, good stuff. Good dodges. and into the save room. So yeah, we're gonna start planning now for when we come back here. And we're gonna put the, we're not gonna put the grenade launcher away, I don't think. Handgun for sure. Assault shotgun. Yeah, now this is me realizing, well, wait a minute. I only have 6 regular grenades. Usually I have flame rounds for the Elder Crimson fight, and I don't now. Because typically on normal, you'll have a box of flame rounds in this very room that you can actually use 3 of to kill Elder Crimson and 3 to kill Plant 42. So you don't quite have that luxury here. Oh, Dan, you forgot the masks. Or did I? Where are we going? Oh, I know. We didn't do the statue room. We unlocked it, but I did not actually do the room itself. That's right. Okay, Past Dan, I'm with you. I'm with you. So yeah, the solution here is the top right, bottom left, bottom right. I kind of always just view it as a 1, 2, 3, 4 thing, so it's 2, 3, 4 for the code here. Alright, hit the button, and then we'll get the jewelry box with the final of the cursed masks. And now we can trigger the fight against Elder Crimson. Again, I'll give Past Dan some credit. I thought we were in trouble there. We're gonna forget something again, but no, that was the right call. I swear, get rid of that armor key, please, for the love of good everything. There we go, finally. Goodness, that armor key was just like a curse for us. Oh, and I take the heal, and then I think we're gonna take the Wind Crest, or are we gonna take the heal? Yeah, there we go. Okay, good, good, good. So yeah, the Wind Crest will get us the Magnum, but we also use it pretty early upon getting outside. It's on our way to the Lisa's cabin. And we already took care of the puzzle in here, though. I don't know why I equipped the shotgun already, but whatever. Yeah, speaking of that, I can't teach it, like, or mention this like every video is the same, but you do run quicker with either the knife or no weapons equipped. If you have the handgun, shotgun, or anything else, it will slow you down a little bit. So that's why you'll see in a lot of speed runs, you'll see people unequip their guns right away and unequip them right after using them and so forth. But alright, Elder Crimson's pretty straightforward here. I mean, we got plenty of shotgun shells, so you shoot him. Avoid the slashes, avoid the grabs. But not much to him, really. Yeah, just think of him as, I mean, all Crimson Heads are just super fast zombies, but they also have a claw swipe along with the grab. The claw swipe, I don't believe, does as much as the grab, damage-wise, but still does enough that on this difficulty, probably 4 good slices to take you out, maybe 5. Yeah, so just be careful, but, you know, again, you've got weapons. You can take him out before that becomes a problem. So this is me making sure I'm lined up. Nice, good shot. Right as he's going in. He went down on 2 shots, that's right. I forgot about this. I was stunned by this. Because, I mean, well, I literally just built this guy up. Yeah, he went up from 2, I mean, those were headshots. You know, I was aiming high and he was close. I was stunned, because that wasn't even the assault shotgun. Which, why I wasn't using that is beyond me, but Past Dan's got his own issues, I guess. But still, 2 shots took him down. I was stunned to see it, but I'm not going to complain, and I would suggest you do the same thing. Because that worked great. Alrighty then, here we go, shotgun again. And oh wow, he tanked it. What a shame, that's why I just said screw it and leave. Yeah, because that zombie will be gone when we come back. Alright, so use the stone and metal object. And then we're ready to head to Lisa's cabin. The typical battery pack is still there. We're going to grab the shotgun shells and the first aid spray as well. Nice way to kind of welcome you to the second act of the game. Whatever you want to call this. And, yeah, the answer here are west and then north. Basically, the both ends that are facing you. Yeah, sometimes these roosters like to troll you by deciding to speed up at the very last moment and throw your timing off so where you'll miss them and you have to sit through the animation of the dog rotating around that you don't want it to. So if you remember, we brought the wind crest. This is where you use that. Stupid crows. But yeah, use the wind crest here. Oh, you don't need to do anything here. But, apparently I'm not lined up very well. There we go. Use the wind crest. And it'll reveal the other 3 crests. So if you played the original game, and these 4 crests were used to unlock the door that led to the outside area. So they gave him a different role here. I think it's a nice callback to have him in here still, though. One annoying thing is, though, you don't just get to use something. You have to pick them up and then examine each one, then set each one. So it's a little cumbersome menuing-wise, but the reward makes it worth it. And there it is, the Magnum. Hell yes. So you might be wondering, is this Magnum as strong as Barry's Magnum? The answer to that is no. Why is Barry's Magnum stronger? Because it's Barry's. That sounds crazy, but that's literally the best thing I can describe. I honestly have no clue. But Barry's Magnum can one-shot the Tyrant boss, the lab Tyrant boss. Yeah, it makes him pretty much a force. You can see why he has such a great level of confidence when he's wielding it. So anyway, just kind of maneuver through releases here. I don't have anything to put away, since I don't have the armor key. So we're just gonna grab the crank and leave. Now Lisa's gonna bonk us here, and as many of you know, she's gonna trigger her thing. To get around Lisa, do not waste any ammo. Do not shoot her at all. You don't want to waste your ammo on her. So take a slight step forward to bait an attack out of her. After she's kind of cleared her swing radius from where you'd be walking, just book it. Don't run into her swing animation, though, either, because you can still get bonked, even though it doesn't look like you should. But, yeah, see, I baited the attack, that lane was clear for me, so I took it. Simple as that. And now it's time to head on back. I love this section of the game. It's amazing to me. I think the best part of this game now is the entire Lisa Trevor and cabin section and this backstory and everything like that. It's crazy to believe how much of it is brand new. Was not actually in the original game. That's the benefit of bringing Shinji Mikami back, and I suspect this was always something that was laying in wake that he wanted to do, but just never had an idea of how to. Implementing it back in the day was not as easy as it became today. And when they were making this game, it was able to be finally realized. So yeah, we're gonna keep going here. We got the green crank. We're gonna go ahead and drain the water here and head to the guardhouse. And what could be a slightly problematic area if you allow it to be. And what I mean by that is that the Plant 42, without aiming, it could be easier to miss than it feels like it should be. But just take your time and line it up and we'll be fine. But we'll cover that when we get there. I guess I could make mention too, real quick. I've talked about it before, but I am using the door skip mod. This was developed. It was a huge quality of life upgrade to the game, in my personal opinion. And as you can see, it just makes going in and out of doors seamless. The same mod will work for both this game and Resident Evil 0, if you're at all interested. So I'd consider downloading it. It's available on speedrun.com. Just search for this game, and then it is under the resources tab. It is a wonderful resource that takes a great game and improves one of the only real issues I'd say with it, which was unnecessary amounts of load screens, because that's essentially all the doors were. And that might be thinking, it's not that much. I promise you it can add up to 20-30 minutes or more on one playthrough. And that just depends on how efficient you are. If you don't know the route or anything and you're going back and forth a lot, it could save you well over an hour. That sounds nuts, but believe me, it is true. So after the scene with Barry there, we're going to go into the bathroom here and grab the key for the cabin 001. And then head on out and head over to that. There's a little bit of back and forth here in the guardhouse. It's not too bad, though. A lot of backed up drains and tubs in the guardhouse, though, which is oddly concerning. There you go. Now here's room 001. We're going to go right in here and grab again, unplug the tub. And this will give us the key to go underground here. I can't remember. I wonder if I take the self-defense gun or not. I don't think I do on this playthrough. Alright, so we're going to put I know we're going to put the green herb away. Ooh, we're putting the first aid spray away, the red book, so that will come back to bite me, I promise. We're taking all of our weapons. I think one thing is it's easy to do is it's easy to overestimate your enemy's health in a mode like this. Oh, we are going to take the self-defense gun. Wow. I basically traded a taser battery for it, so hopefully it works. Yeah, there we go. So the self-defense gun is a weird little thing. It can kill pretty much any regular enemy in one shot. So I always just take it and use it on a hunter because, you know, screw hunters. I don't know. I mean, I guess because it's a little, it's in the way. It takes up like a slot for one shot. It's always a little humorous, but yeah, it will drop a hunter in one shot. It's kind of got that noisy cricket from Men in Black. Very dated reference nowadays, which makes me feel as old as can be. But nevertheless, it has that same kind of effect. Alrighty, so we're gonna head underground now to the Aqua Ring and visit Neptune and his pals, and we're gonna unlock rooms to get to, or find the key to unlock Plant 42. Alright, so we got the very simple box puzzle. This is literally as simple as it gets. Just start with this one and you're set. You're pretty much done right there. Alright, after that, after this intense manual labor, we'll head on forward and we'll see Neptune. Probably the big thing with the sharks is to just not bother with them. That would be my suggestion, at least the smaller ones. Because in this first room, fighting them and dealing with them, you're just giving Neptune time to possibly jump out of the water and kill you. Yes, that can happen. Or at least you can run the risk of it happening, and you don't want that. There's also a heal here. That's why I put the first aids away. It's because I remember that heal was there, that's right. But yeah, just run here. The safer route is to take the farthest outside route. It's not as quick, but again, safe. Yeah, that inner route almost is guaranteed to get you bit, but is faster. Yeah, and that music picking up, that's Neptune. Neptune is getting ready and more ready to just jump out of that water and have you for lunch. Alright. So you check the note there, and you'll see that we need to open, you saw the number 1 there. That just lets us know we'll have to release pressure valve 1 to solve this. A note on this puzzle, though, is make sure to know what to do, because this timer goes quickly. So you need to activate the panel on the right, the panel on the left, Jill's left and right, by the way.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Or, well, Jill's right, then Jill's left. Then you go over here. After it fails to go down, you use oil valve and then whatever number your valve is. Ours was 1. Then we're going to go back to the panel on Jill's right, back to the lever on Jill's left, and do this again. But you'll notice the timer got up to 50%, and we were fairly quick there. You know, it doesn't give you a ton of time on this difficulty, so, you know, just be very wary of that. Ooh, hello, Magnum rounds. What a nice little drop that is. That's a nice little treat. But again, leave the shark alone. So what you'll want to do here is, unless you're like learning the speed run of this, you'll want to grab for the key here, just like this, and then push that console right there in front of Jill into the water, and then there's a lever you can flip to electrocute Neptune. Just do that. If you want to do the speed strat, jump in the water, take a slight step forward, and instantly, and I mean instantly, book it to Jill's left, your right, and book it for the key. You'll want to be, it's like I said, very slight to the forward, then hammer right on your analog stick, assuming you're playing with controller. I don't know how many people play this on mouse and keyboard, to be honest. Seems like it would be a clunky experience, but, you know, who knows. I could just be a very unexperienced PC person speaking. We're on it now, but I'm just now getting going with PC gaming myself. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have to do down here. Alright, there we go. Oh, we got the double lunge. What a jerk. Yeah, he deserves every bit of this tase. Alright, and then... there we go. Yeah, I believe that is the gallery key. And we're going to come in here. There's a red herb right over here for us. Very kind of the game. Give us yet another full heal. Then we're going to come over, grab the bug spray, and once again leave. But yeah, as you can tell, like, and this was even the case for the mansion, but it's even more so here. This isn't all that different from just doing standard stuff, you know, like, the fear of the horror, or the hard mode is... you know, there's not too much to really worry about. You know, like, obviously that counter going for the tank pressure was much quicker, but overall, as you can see, this isn't much. You know, it's not much different than just the normal game, regardless of what difficulty you play. I suppose just keep that in mind, you know, and just say, I want this a trophy, or this achievement. And say, I'm going to get it today. And there you go, you got it. We're going to check bathtub number 3 here. Again, why are they all clogged? I have no idea. Nothing in this one. Come over here, we're going to grab the file, which is about Plant 42 and the V-Jolt. Kind of our last little heads up about it. And then this is me remembering, oh wait, I forgot to get the red book. I told you I'd forget it. I can tell anytime I break the normal sequence of things, it's going to come back and bite me. That was a perfect example. So again, climb up over here. You can go, like, you don't have to climb these boxes, but if you choose not to, Plant 42 will reach one of its vines out from the floorboards and strangle you a bit. So it's just taking unnecessary damage at that point. Why am I not using the assault shotgun, though? We got it from Richard. I'm just stuck on this base one for some reason. I don't know. I think what I was intending to do was use the 6 shells that are inside that shotgun. And then just, you know, because that ammo you can't get back. And so I was going to use those 6 shells and then switch to the assault. But now that I'm seeing this and everything, I don't think that's what I was planning. I think that's what I was planning, but I forgot the plan like 30 seconds into it. But alright, there we go, into Form 003 once again. And now we can use the red book to solve this very basic puzzle. Which is the woman lying on the beach here or whatever. Alright, now Plant 42 time. So on most runs, you can just use the grenade launcher and 3+ shots from the flame rounds will kill Plant 42 quickly. I don't know why in the world I'm using the shotgun and I'm missing. There's a hit. Okay, good dodge. Hits. Hits. Ooh, that double hit from that. Okay, so I switched after using up all the rounds. So maybe the plan did go into place. Yeah, there you go. Good dodge. Okay. That's phase 1. That kind of lets you know it's halfway over. Good, another coin hit there. Maybe it's not even halfway. It might be a little past halfway. I can't remember. But anyway. Lined up. Good shot. Oh. Yeah, I guess the big thing with this fight is don't get greedy. You know, Plant 42 has very slow attacks. Its Vine Whip has a slow wind up. You know when it's going to do it. And the Acid Rain thing it does, whatever you want to call that. Oh, these misses. There you go. They're all slow. The biggest thing that can get you into trouble is yourself. Is trying to do... Boy, that knocked me into danger. Holy shit. But yeah, you're the biggest threat to yourself in that fight. Because if you get greedy and just assume you can tank the damage... Like, and I almost died, and I was guilty of it there. I took too many hits that I had no business taking. But the bulb was exposed. Yeah, and that's another thing. With that fight, don't shoot Planet 42 when its flowers are down. It won't do you any good, really. I mean, it does a small amount, but nothing like when the bulb itself is exposed, so always wait for that. So after a brief scene with Wesker, we're about ready to leave here. I assume I'm just going to get the rest of the stuff we left behind here and start moving stuff over. Okay, so we put the old shotgun away, and we grab everything else. Okay, good. This was perfect, then. That's exactly how I wanted to leave the guardhouse, ideally for the health item, but that's okay. So yeah, we'll head back to the mansion, and the hunters will take place of the zombies. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of am happy about this. Because the hunters, once you know how to manage them, aren't the worst thing in the world to deal with. I mean, they can definitely be problematic in a couple spots, but as a whole, I think it's easier to run by them and manage their patterns and everything than it is trying to dodge an unpredictable zombie grab. Alright, so the line here is a little tricky, but you'll notice I wanted to stay on basically the Jill's left, cross the gap, then Jill's right. And that should give you a clean line past those baby snakes there. I always call those baby snakes. I just always said that because, you know, they're so much smaller than Jan, but I don't know, those are pretty full-grown, lethal, poisonous snakes, so who knows. Alright, some stuff left from Barry. We get another dagger, always welcome, and more shotgun shells. Hell yes. So you can see just by skipping a few of the enemies, you can amass a pretty solid arsenal here on Real Survival, just like in the main game. And there's been stuff I haven't picked up. Alright, so we're going to pick up the self-defense gun. I love this thing. We're going to run out of the way here. Alright, I'm just going to reset the room real quick. Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, and I grabbed the acid round so we can kill the other one with it, ideally. I think that's what the plan is here. Alright, so we're going to put the crank away for now. Get the assault shotgun. No, we're going to keep the crank. Okay. Alright. Bam. Hunter dead. That's the self-defense gun for you. And the other one will always jump down there if you wait for it. And we hit him with the acid round. That was exactly the way I wanted to handle that room with what we had. That was very well done. So yeah, that's just getting rid of those hunters too is a huge deal, because we're gonna have to come back to this item box a few times, you know, to get everything ready to move and transport to the end part of the game. And having those guys out of the way, they're not a problem, no headache at all, and so on. It is huge. It is huge. Alright, so I think we're just going to take the shotgun and kind of roll through the rest of the mansion here. Yep, that's why we didn't grab a healing item. Yeah, pretty basic, I guess you'd call this a puzzle. I guess the big thing with this puzzle is it's really a test of your skill with the controls. As dated as they may be, a product of the times, the tank controls. The alternate controls do not work well here. So what you'll want to do is use tank controls here for sure, the D-pad movement. It makes making the turn so easy because these camera changes are very aggressive. But you can make them pretty smooth otherwise. And unfortunately, no dagger there waiting for us. The red book is still here. And there we go. Grab Trevor's diary and open it up for a ladder down. These spiders are still the same. They're pretty chill. This one guy is just going to put his arms up, say hi, and let you walk past. Unless you're playing on very easy. Or you do give them enough time. Now, if you give them enough time, they will attack. That one will attack, but yeah. I think that happens in the Chris run, in fact. It's either the Chris run or the 100% run. I can't remember. Which, I guess I can mention real quick. Coming up, video-wise, will be the Chris equivalent of this run. The Chris Any Survivor, Real Survivor best ending. With no saves. And after that, we'll do the Jill 100% items collected. So we're going to go into every room and pick up every item on normal difficulty with the best ending. So, yeah, we're going to be busy. But, and all stuff that helps you see the game in different ways. That guy had an unfortunate placement. Usually he's further to the left there, Jill's left there, but he decided to be a jerk, so I kind of ruined that. Alright, just come in here and we're going to loot and grab everything, including the battery, which is the key item. And it's going to be time to take on Jan. Again, though, like I've said it a few times, so sorry for repeating myself, but as you can see, about 90% of this experience is a pretty standard Resident Evil playthrough. You know, the difficulty hasn't altered that much, aside from a few situations of, you know, moving items here to there and everything like that, but overall, this is pretty much the same feel. Alright, there we go. We're going to use our assault shotgun, it looks like. And remember, we fought Jan earlier, so Jan will be weaker than what you may normally see. So get some shots in here. Another one for good measure. Then this angle, I just always run here because I know Jan's going to come out at that side. Alright, I think one more shot will do it. Maybe two. Oh, I'm missing. Wow. If anything, I was hitting Yawn in the tail. Definitely not doing all I could as far as damage. There you go. Okay, that was a clean hit. Takes Yawn down for good. That's where we can claim the blue book. You gotta use that herb. There we go. So this upcoming is where it's going to get a little tricky, because all of a sudden I have a full inventory, but we're going to have to go and get the 2 jewels in order to unlock Best Ending. You need the red jewel to progress the game, and you need the yellow jewel to claim a Modisc out of the tiger statue. I don't have any inventory slots, so we're going to handle that by first off, going and opening all the remaining helmet key doors. So, ooh, or not? Did I just completely skip opening in that right now? Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so we're just gonna put the books in here, I guess. Then this is where I'm thinking, oh, maybe I can use up that helmet key, probably. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so the books are in there, so we can't progress the game until we come back to that save point. It's kind of what I'm committed to there. Okay. Oh, I know I didn't want to do that. I go in there, grab the item. Well, the reason, again, that might seem like, man, why did you do that? I'm normally speedrunning this game, or just normally playing it in general. I'm playing on normal. And that item right there is not a clip. It's usually a stack of explosive rounds for the grenade launcher. So I just instinctively picked it up. Nope, just a handgun clip. Ah, how nice. Alright, you can move the shells and then just avoid the eagle thing, and pretty straightforward stuff here to grab the yellow and red jewels. And it's always interesting to look back at things you've done. You're always just like, man, why did I do that? Yeah, there's no way I can... Okay, we're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to just come back here. But yeah, these hunters, I mentioned earlier, where once you obtain the cursed mask from using the chemical, those zombies will spawn in the hallway we were just in. The hunters are kind of the same way. Once you get the red jewel, the hunters will spawn in. You can actually move forward without them otherwise. Alright, there you go. Use the yellow jewel and grab that Modisc. This is me just trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do next. So I'm thinking I'm going to go and probably use the last helmet key door. That'll get rid of that, and we can use the red jewel, and then so on and so forth. We'll take care of it. It'll all work itself out. Let's see if that's what we do. As a whole here, I would say I don't mind how this is going. There's a few things I would change, but I'd say the biggest thing is I think I was overvaluing enemies too much, which I kind of alluded to before, but it's to the point that I was overvaluing items so much that I created inventory problems where I didn't need to if I had just skipped so many shotgun shells, or maybe even just skipped a magnum, let's be perfectly honest. It's still plenty doable, as you can see, by obtaining that stuff, but I think you can make life easier by even skipping some of it, if you're good enough at dodging enemies and everything like that. Now, if you need to kill everything, or you're just more comfortable killing everything, or you just want to kill everything, then by all means, grab it all and, you know, let it rip. Alright, so we're going to head back to the other save point. I think there's... Oh, no shotgun shells out there. And we're basically just going to move everything over, and then we're going to go back, get the books, move those over, and plan our trip to the caverns accordingly. Alright, here we go. I know that herb's got to go in there, and the Modisc will probably go in there as well, and then we'll go back. Probably the Magnum ammo, too. No, we're gonna... Oh, we're probably just gonna clear out some hunters, is what I'm thinking. Don't put the crank in there. Okay, we're gonna put the crank in there. And the battery, okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe we're gonna open the Spencer door? Oh, that felt good. I don't use the Magnum much in this game. Yeah, that was nice. Alright, so we're gonna come in here, we're gonna grab the shotgun shells, we're gonna grab the metal object. Yeah, I just wanted to knock this room out, and gets rid of the Spencer key too. Okay, that was easy enough. At this point, I don't really know what I'm doing. I know I'm going back for the books, but I don't know why I have the Magnum still out or anything like that. Maybe I just like the way Jill looked with it or something. I don't know. There we go. Oh, since we're just making another trip back, I guess I can take this moment to mention that this video you're watching was recorded through my Twitch channel. Name is Dan's_survival, and see it there in the bottom right. We keep it pretty chill, pretty laid back, and play a lot of horror games, play a lot of Resident Evil. So that's your kind of thing. Commentary is probably a little more fluid than it is here. I'm always a little out of sorts of what I'm going to say on these things. I think I'm getting better, but it's still a process. But anyway, yeah, we'd love to have you if you're at all interested. And if you like more videos here on YouTube, feel free to let me know, and I can see about doing them. Depends on what we have in mind. I can say up next we've got Chris Real Survival and Jill 100%. And after that, I want to do some stuff with Resident Evil 0. And then from there on, I'm not totally sure what'll all be happening apart from speedrun stuff. So yeah, feel free to check all that out if you're at all interested in enjoying the video. Alright, so back to the video. You'll notice on the way back here, just took out the hunters. You know, making good work of that Magnum. Which, yeah, once they spawn in, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is like, man, yeah, there's no need to deal with them any other way. Like, do I take anything else? Nah, we don't need it. Leave it. Leave it. Don't take it. Probably doesn't hurt to take it, but don't take it. Out of principle, I don't want that stuff. Oh. You don't need those handgun bullets, and you know it. But alright. We're going to put those away, and then we're going to go ahead and head on back. And you'll notice I waited to kill that zombie until this time through, just because it would have been a Crimson Head easily by now. And yeah, I don't want to deal with that. But that was our last trip through that hallway, so I was getting him out of my way by any means. Okay, so here we go. We're going to prep ourselves for the run to the caverns and all that good stuff. Which we'll start with putting the books away. We're going to grab the battery. We're going to grab the crank. We're going to grab the knife. I'm pretty sure I grabbed the knife with Jill here. I wish I would have stacked those Magnum rounds. That's bugging me. Maybe we take the aid spray. Maybe. I don't know why I keep going over to the canteen, but there we go. There's the knife. Put the Magnum away, maybe? Yeah, there we go. And then grab a heal. I'm sure? Maybe? I keep trying to remember what past Dan was thinking, and that's not working the best. But all right, so no heal, but there we go. Or no, I did take the heal. Excuse me. So yeah, now we're just gonna head down to the caverns area. And just run to the right of that dog. These dogs can be problematic. A little bit of RNG to them. I don't know if there's a really true, consistent way. I guess maybe killing them is the most consistent way. But otherwise, to just get by them without them causing you all kinds of headache. Again, stick to the wall. Yeah, notice those lines there. That was pretty clean of what you want to do to get by those snakes. But yeah, I guess the only true way to be safe with the dogs is to kill them. They can just decide to be a jerk and bite you and, you know, do some little, I believe one of them's been named Torpedo over the years, where it'll run in at the last second to get a little jump kickflip type bit of damage off on you and, of course, knock you into caution and slow you down. But yeah, as you can see, like right there, they were very, very easygoing. There we go. We put the battery in. Now we just use the crank. And that'll stop the waterfall to open up the path to the caverns. Yep, case in point. We didn't do anything really all that different from the time before, but that time we get a nice big arm grab. And that's just the law of the dogs in Resident Evil Remake. But overall, they weren't too bad here. There have been much worse in many other runs. But alright, just go in the door to Jill's immediate right there. We're going to head on through pretty much the straightforward path until we find Enrico, who pretty much taking his last breaths here after a bullet from Wesker and everything. Grab the and we're gonna grab the hex crank from him, which will do some bizarre cavern manipulating. Again, just run past the hunter. The nice thing with hunters too is when they spawn in, kind of like that guy did, they will always do a roar, which will give you time to get by them. They will not attack during said roar. So it makes that one by Enrico very easy to get by. Very consistent, that'll do it. Alright, go ahead and dump the green crank. We're done with that. We'll use the red crank now. Now you might be wondering why I brought the knife. The knife is for Black Tiger's webs. There is one inside the boss arena with her, but I opted to just go ahead and bring the one that I had so I could just be ready to go. I wasn't trying to pick it up while avoiding her or anything like that. But first, to open the door to our room, we gotta get to this boulder. Get right by it. There you go. Hey, let's see what's back here. I think it's a handgun clip. How insulting. I would have rather there been nothing back there. Shoutouts to the potential handgun only run I do in the future. But anyway, with Black Tiger, if you're using the controller, hit down and left on your analog stick. You're guaranteed the force and action out of Black Tiger, which lets you get around the back of her very easily. And you can often just wail on the webs here. If you hear her going for poison or walking towards you, feel free to get the hell out of there. You know, don't let greed be too big of a deal for you, because, you know, depending on your situation, maybe getting a hit isn't so bad, but on this difficulty, I wouldn't push it too much. Getting poisoned on real survival has to be just brutal. There's only so many blurbs to go around. Alright, once again, just turn this crank a few times. And then just run to the up and left here to get through this doorway and let the boulder run past. There you go. There's a healing item. I think this is an aid spray too. Yeah, see, there you go. That's what I expect from behind my boulders. Boulder items coming through where others do not. But alright, so we got this little mini puzzle here. You want to go over and push this thing about 4.5 times. 2, 3, 4, and then just a little bit. Not a full push on that last one. Don't step on the turntable, though. Doesn't hurt anything, but just don't do it. Alright, now go ahead and turn the crank. And since we only pushed it 4.5 times, not 5, what we'll be able to do is run around, get to the side of the statue, and push it this way, instead of having to use the crank a second time. Does this actually really help you in any way besides, like, speedrunning? No, but it looks good. You know, we like it to look good every once in a while, especially when you've scuffed your items as many times as I have. Alright, so, yeah, just do the little basics here with this statue. Otherwise, with the turntable thing, 1, 2, and a little bit, not a full one, once again. And that should have it pretty well lined up for the slot, and our ability to claim the, I think it's the shaft. I don't remember. It goes with the other thing that powers up the elevator. It might be that one's the cylinder, one's the shaft, something like that. I don't remember. Alright, once again, we're going past Black Tiger again. I just ran. Wow, that was lucky. I didn't even attempt to dodge. I just ran. That was pure luck that I didn't get clobbered there. Yeah, we don't need the cranks anymore. We don't need the knife anymore. So those are good menu spots. I don't know why I healed there. Maybe I didn't think I was at full health. Looking back, I think I was. Alright, there we go. Just get past those hunters. Yeah, just go to Jill's left there and you should make the pass pretty easily. But yeah, believe it or not, we're pretty much done with hunters at this point. How about that? I think there will be that one last one by the Spencer door. And that's it. Alright, so the code here is 4231. I'll get the elevator powered up and we'll get a visit from Barry. A brief visit, but still a visit. Okay, so a big thing with Lisa here is you notice I went to the left. That means she won't be on the right. She can't teleport, she just goes to whichever side you go to first. So you can easily manipulate her AI. Which, unless you're speedrunning, I say there's no reason not to do. So there's some hidden items up here. Unfortunately, it's just pistol ammo and a battery pack. When you're playing on normal, or like, well, below this difficulty, there's also magnum rounds up there. That's what I was really looking for. We'll take the battery pack, though, and go, but, yeah, you get what you get. Alright, send the crate on over, and we'll use that to eventually grab the broken flamethrower. Yeah, so once again, I'm just kind of triggering the spawn point for Lisa by going to the right there, and so that way she won't be in our way when we go to leave. It's weird, there's two green herbs there. There's usually a green and a red on other settings. But alright, once again, just kind of finish the task here of go ahead and push the crate over, and we'll crush it to get the broken flamethrower. Alright, now we've gotten the broken flamethrower, climbed out. Oh, and Barry abandons us. He leaves us down here to, in theory, get killed by Lisa. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go right here and just dodge Lisa, kind of like we did in the cabin earlier. Just take a step forward to lure her attack, and then step away. Just hit the lever, quickly get back down past her, and then just run straight until you reach the end here, which will lead to this doorway and where we use the broken flamethrower to open it. We head into this very bizarre, very clearly lived-in area of Lisa where she's been managing herself for the past number of years. But we're gonna grab the jewelry box and get the hell out of here. You'll see the interesting connection. I mentioned loving the cabin earlier in the run. I love this connection that we're about to kind of meet of the going from like the garden to the caverns, and this is all gonna link us right back to Lisa's cabin. I love this world building, I guess you'd say. I don't know if you want to call it that. Just the connection of it all, the way it all ties together is so seamless in this. It's very nice. Alright, we had no use for the item box there. We want everything we've got. But yeah, we're getting pretty close to being done, believe it or not. You know, getting onto the labs area now. We've got all the items we need to get there. Just have to make our way back now, once again. Ooh, that was some sloppy movement. But that's okay. You know, once again, this isn't meant to be a speed run. I mean, you know, obviously I'm using some speed strats, and I know the route pretty well, but clearly this is not my most optimized run I've done. I've been bit numerous times and all kinds of things like that. I just hope it's a good showing for anybody that wants to try this run themselves. And it can show you some interesting tips that maybe can help you get over it and, you know, overcome the goal and get it and get that, you know, get that trophy you've been looking for or achievement, whatever it is. Or wait, we got rid of the hunter in here. That's right. That's right. Okay, yeah, so this is me already. We're going to start planning out our items already. I hope I don't take too many trips. I know with Chris I take a few too many, but Chris it's a lot harder because he has 2 less slots. Alright, first things first, let's get the metal object. So we'll open up the jewelry box to get the stone ring. You combine the stone ring with the metal object and you get the stone and metal object, which we need 2 of to unlock the door behind the main entrance stairwell. So we've got those. Those are requirements. The books are requirements. So let's get those and that Mo disc. There we go. I finally combined those. That was bugging me anyway. So I must leave some health behind or we're going to make a trip back. Let's see what happens here. I need 3 items. Yeah, this is me just saying screw it. I'm going to go and use those metal objects now. Stone and metal objects, excuse me. Yeah, thankfully the graveyard exists. That graveyard shortcut is so nice. I remember playing this in the on the GameCube and constantly forgetting about it and making the long venture back through some of the hallways, and oof. This is much better. Alright, so there we go. So we opened up that door. Now we're going to go back and get the 2 books and the Mo disc with our 3 slots. Or are we going to take the Magnum? Or wait, do I have the Magnum? I forget already. We'll see what happens. We're definitely going to get the books and the Mo discs, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely get the Magnum. Oh, aid spray. Yeah, see, that's the mode. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so we got that. We need 2 more slots, so we're going to have to get rid of either the shotgun or... Oh, wait, what are we doing here? Are we going to go through the Lisa thing? I think we are. Okay, okay. I was wrong. Once again, kind of got my things. I guess we do the same thing with Jill that we... Or wait, wait, there's an item box before Lisa. That's right. That's right. That's where we're going to move these two, I'm sure. And then we'll come back and grab the rest. Okay, it's starting to make some sense now. Yeah, doing this with the best ending especially, adding that modus to this equation. Ugh. Yeah, you're just destined to do some backtracking. You take these boxes for granted. This is where I'm like, man, I should have just had this set up and gone with what I do. Or did. I think I might even grab the herb maybe and heal? No? No? Okay. So I did allude to the idea of Resident Evil 0 content coming soon. Just to hit on that a little bit while we're making some back and forths here. I'm planning to do a hard mode playthrough. Where in theory we'll finish the game for sure, but I'd like to try and grab all the files on that playthrough. If not, I'll do that one paired with maybe the no healing run. And then we'll see about some other stuff. Maybe I'll try some trophy specific runs involving like knife killing the Mimic Marcus, and a few other things. Maybe do those as shorts. But if there's any requests for other stuff involving the game, feel free to let me know. Maybe some Leech Hunter. I haven't done Leech Hunter, and I couldn't tell you how long, but maybe that'd be a good spot to do that, to help show some good routing for that. But yeah, so anything like that is coming soon. Yeah, the Leech Hunter I can't guarantee. Everything else I think will do. And then my big goal over on Twitch is to do a Resident Evil 0 through 8 speedrun marathon. So I'm slowly learning all parts of the series there. I have Remake 1, 7, and 8 pretty much ready to go. I'm working now to get RE2 where I want it. And then we're going to start RE6. You know, say what you will about RE6, but it's one of them in there. We're not going to skip it just because. So yes, there will be various speedrun videos from those two games. Well, hopefully that means I'm getting PBs and everything. Hope those will be sprinkled in throughout as well, along with these more commentated, substantial, direct videos. But again, you know, if there's any requests involving Resident Evil that you'd like to see, feel free to let me know. But anyway, with Barry, since it is the best ending, say yes to give him back his Magnum, and yeah, pretty standard Lisa fight here. I'm gonna try to bait her over a little bit. She's not gonna take it. Or yeah, she is. Okay, good. Oh, I'm glad she screamed there. Then Barry came in clutch. Yeah, Barry's pretty good here. Ooh, she turned the Barry. Yeah, so an interesting note is, if you did not know, she can knock Barry into the abyss here and kill him and ruin your best ending run. That can happen. It's very rare, but it can happen. But Barry shot her, and then she's like, okay, I'm not going to deal with him. And jumped back over at us and did it. But just really the big thing is just do whatever you need to not get hit there. I know that sounds very obvious, but I mean, that's all there is to that fight. It's just pushing things off a ledge. Not much to it. Alrighty. I wonder if I'm going to go back and get those health items. I don't think I do. There you go. Use the lion emblem, or wolf emblem. I don't know why I said lion. Thinking of something else. Alright, and then the eagle one right here. And it looks like we're going to go back. Wow. Yeah, this was me. Like, I mentioned it earlier. This is where I think I'm honestly making this playthrough a little more complicated on myself. I mean, it is a safety net to have plenty of health items, obviously. But I think making extra trips, even though, like, this one's safe, but we made other ones earlier in the game where I was making extra trips for the sake of health items and things like that weren't really needed, and ultimately led to me taking damage that it all kind of balanced itself out. I didn't really ultimately benefit all that much. Oh, I go back for the grenade launcher. Okay. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I even used the heal. Wow. I used the heal, so I'm guaranteed at max health, and then we're gonna grab the okay. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, running past Barry. And back down to the labs for the end of the game. It's not pretty, but it works. Okay. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? We need space. That looks good. Okay. Yeah, that second zombie's a lot further up. He's usually around the corner. Nice, okay, cool. I just get rid of these guys. Yeah, you guys aren't gonna be a problem for me. And I want the third one to grab me, wow. That figures, I deserve that, especially after what I just said. Alright, so this next zombie to this guy here, this is the one you always want to kill. Because he is right in your way of delivering the chemical, or the liquid nitrogen, or nitroglycerin, excuse me, a little later on. And yeah, you want him out of your way, especially on this difficulty, because if you get touched even slightly, or you run even slightly, that stuff is going to blow up and you'll die. So getting rid of him so you don't have to worry about dodging him or anything is just smart. There you go, using the computers, and I come back here because I wanted to check if the taser battery was still there, and it is. Depth perception, please. Thank you. Yeah, there's no magnum ammo there. I was hoping. Yeah, they're on lower difficulties. There'll be magnum ammo. You'll see it when you open the door. No such luck. Alright, there we go. Second modus. We're going to come in here and use the code for the... Or we'll get the third modus. Then we're going to use the code here to open the hidden door. It's 8462. That'll give us the lab key. Oh, yeah, for some you notice that right there, for some reason on that camera, I just did that to get rid of the lab key. There's always a little bit of like a freeze frame. I don't know what that is. It's that exact camera shift. Every run, I don't know what it is. It's not like the game locks up, really. It's just like it struggles to make the switch over to the next one or something. I don't know. There we go. Hop down there to use Modisc 1. We need to use all three. That's how we save Chris. 2, 3, and a little bit more. Oh, too slow. Oh, and they're so nice. They give us some flame rounds in here. How sweet. I don't have anything to use it with at the moment, but I'm happy to have them. Alright. I guess I just heal up from that Chimera hit. We got another zombie to kill. Now, a note on the naked zombies. These zombies do not return as Crimson Heads. So killing that one right there, he'll just despawn. So, you know, feel free to kill them if you're worried about that. Ooh, Chimera here gets us. So we're going to hit him with a dagger. Hey, nice. He's going to fall, and then he's going to pay for that. We kill him. Once again, kind of like the zombie before. That one, the Chimera is a little less required. It's a little easier to dodge. But at the same point, we're going to be delivering the canister, and you do not want that thing in your way. I always kill it, unless it's like a, you know, like I'm in the middle of a speedrun grind for this game or something like that. Yeah, that satisfying crunch and killing of the chimeras is quite nice. But alright, now we're gonna go claim the canister. I don't have any room for that health item. Oh, okay, yeah, hopefully I use the gun here. Nice. Okay, he is dead. Yeah, just kill him. A lot of the times in runs, what I'll do is I'll let him grab me and I'll use a defense item on him. And it's just like, just use the gun on this. There's no reason not to. But alright. So the key here is delivering the canister on Real Survivor is don't try to do any of the cheat running. You may have seen me do it on other runs, lower difficulty ones. This one, walk the whole way. There is no need to risk it at all. I mean, you know, obviously we could have saved, but it would be a shame to come this far. This run's no save. I was I wasn't gonna risk anything. So it's that nice slow walk. All the enemies are gone. We can just chill, relax, enjoy ourselves. Say, hey, isn't RE1 great? Well, easy does it. Don't have to worry about that chimera. It's on the other end of the room. Keep walking. Just keep walking. And there we go. The very strenuous part of the, or a very strenuous part of the run is over now, thankfully. And here we go. We can activate Modisc, the final Modisc thing here. So we can't go, if you're wondering why we don't free Chris before Wesker and the Tyrant, he cannot be freed, the door that's actually locking him. So we're basically, that door unlocks the ability to get to the room that he's in, if that makes sense. It, the cell he is in, though, doesn't open until the self-destruct system is activated. So, yeah, that's why we don't go do it sooner.
Jill. It's magnificent.
There's that they're the very happy Wesker. We're just gonna grab our Magnum. Pop, pop, pop. Run. Turn around. Shotgun. Shotgun. Run again. Ooh. Wow, that was so sloppy. I should have committed. Not having the auto aim scared me a bit there. Yeah, I was worried I wasn't gonna get back and reach. That's okay. So we took the hit there, but he's dead for now. I mean, really though, it's like I kind of said, the bosses aren't dramatically different. They hit harder, but their health is about the same, and the damage you do is about the same. He may have taken a little bit more than usual. I don't really recall, but it's not dramatic. I usually use the flame rounds on him, but I didn't have the grenade launcher. But alright, well, yeah, we're pretty much ready to head on out here. Now we just got to go get Chris. We'll do our final sweep of our items at the original item box in the area. But yeah, we're coming up on the end of real survival. It is doable. Ooh, weird. Yeah, you can even see I stopped there because of that. That was weird. I don't know what it is. It's something with PC. I'm guessing streaming PC games. I don't know. I'm still very very green with the whole process. I'm still learning, so you know, trying to optimize what I'm putting out and everything like that. And I think sometimes I get a little bit of hiccups as a result of that. Jill. Now, if you go back in here, by the way, there's always an item waiting for you. Yeah, there you go. Some more flame rounds. How about that? But yeah, as far as the final Tyrant fight goes, the big thing we'll be doing for him is I'm going to try and have him grab Barry. The reason for this is that will kind of lock him into one spot, and I can just unload on him while he's holding Barry, but he'll take all the damage, and he won't be able to counterattack right away. Now, if he doesn't do that, we'll just shoot him, and then, you know, you just run to his non-claw hand side when he comes at you. Yeah, we'll grab the rest of the healing items. This last zombie, we're gonna let him chill, I think. I couldn't remember if that was one of those situations where it's like, okay, I'll let you live, but if you grab me, you die, and then he grabs me, so I kill him, but... And no excitement there. There we go. We got our Magnum. We got our grenade launcher. We got 27 shots with our shotgun. We are good to go. No more healing, though. Only an aid spray and a standard herb. And we'll get one. I think we get one more thing up here. I think it's a two green herb thing. I can't remember. We'll see. Oh, and some more. Oh, no. No shotgun shells there. Yeah, what's in this one? Because we need that inventory slot. Yeah, it's another singular herb, so we're going to combine our two. And there you go. Alright. Battery for the elevator. And it's a very clever job by the game, too. If you never knew, they give you the battery there in that very odd spot. They do that so that way they can just trigger you into the elevator, so that way you're guaranteed to have room in your inventory for the signal flares and the rocket launcher, so you can't screw yourself in that regard. It's a very nice little underappreciated mechanic they put in. Yeah, signal flares off, Tyrant out. So like I said, I'm going to wait for him to grab Barry. This is perfect. I'm shooting him, shooting him, shooting him. I think I missed those first two shots. I can't. Alright. Yeah, this little... Oh, that was a whiff. That looked like it was a whiff, too. Look at Barry, though. He's laying into him. Okay, good dodge. Yeah, get to his weak side. If you get to his weak side, you should be safe. Man, these are bad shots. The lack of auto-aim is really sad. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a miss. Man, I missed a lot more of these than I realized. I was thinking to myself that during this fight, like, how is he not dying? Well, that explains it. I was missing horribly. Alright, so here we go. Line up your rocket. Shoot. He's going to deflect it. I think on this difficulty, he always deflects it. I could be wrong, though. Land your second one, though. GG. There goes the Tyrant. That is real survival complete. Jill, best ending. I'll let everything play out here so you can see it. You'll see the achievements pop. This was my first time doing this playthrough in a long time, actually. I did it back on the PS4 when that version came out, and I had only recently gotten the Steam version here. I don't know, I got it a couple months ago, but I'm just now going and unlocking all the Steam achievements and everything, so that's kind of what prompted me doing these playthroughs, and then, you know, I end up doing the Chris one just for the fun of it. You know, same like we'll eventually do Jill knife only, probably, kind of the same way. But, yeah, you'll see the achievements pop here at the after all the credits. I do want to take the opportunity to thank you for watching this. If you made it through this, it's greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing. And, you know, there's always survival horror content on here. Or, well, horror content in general, like stuff like Little Nightmares and as well. And I'm always looking more. We're going to be expanding the pool. After Resident Evil, we'll be doing... I want to add some Dead Space and some Silent Hill and, you know, some of the other heavy hitters. Maybe some Fatal Frame, even, is one I've been looking a lot at lately. That'll come after we're done with a lot of our RE stuff, but But yeah, if you like the content, consider liking it and subscribing so you can see more. If you have suggestions for videos you'd like to see, I can't guarantee anything because, you know, it may be a game I don't have or just a run I'm not entirely interested in doing, but I'm all up for suggestions. I'm always looking for ideas. So if you'd like anything like that, feel free to let me know in the comments. If you ever have any questions regarding Resident Evil, especially this game or RE7 are the ones I know the best, but I can help with other ones to varying extents as well. Always feel free to ask, whether you're looking for a trophy or looking for a speedrun tip, anything like that. You know, this is pretty well what I dedicate a lot of focus and energy to, so, and I love helping folks out, helping you get achievements or anything like that, or just finishing this stuff and checking it off that bucket list or whatever. So yeah, always feel welcome to do that. If you'd like to see these runs live, if you'd like to interact live, you can always check me out over on Twitch. I'm live 6 days a week. The only day I'm not on is Wednesday. We're live at about 9 o'clock U.S. Eastern Time until about 3 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time.
Jill, you did a fine job.
And there you go. There's the hard mode and the real survival playthroughs or achievements unlocking. But yeah, so again, we'd love to have you over on Twitch. We'd love to have you here on YouTube. Oh, that was weird. That was me switching my thing over, so you saw a little bit of one of my BRB logos. But anyway, but yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we hope to see you in the next video, which should be Chris. Real survival best ending. The Chris equivalent of this run. Should be a good time. So yeah, hope to see you then, and take care.